Okay, so on our ball, let's just acquaint our seat bones with the right position. So get yourself centre on the ball. If you want to use the lines on the ball for where centre is, that's a good idea. Are you all right, Emma? Okay, so if you want to get yourself on the middle here, so let's just be gentle. We'll just rock it from left to right. So just rocking it left to right. So pushing the left side down, pushing the right side down, keeping those shoulders back. And then bring that rock smaller and smaller so you feel each seat bone pushing into the ball. And then tuck under. So we go onto our tailbone. So we're doing a cat and dog stretch sitting, and then arch the ball back. So I'm keeping my shoulders still. I'm rounding forward. So this is really good for getting circulation in the lower back. It's controlled moving. Rounding forwards and then arching back. Really push that ball behind you. So I'm using my legs, my feet to push, and then my feet to pull, keeping my body still. I'm not leaning, so try not to lean your head and move your head around. Really rounding forwards and arching. Okay, come to the middle position, and now we're going to do a circle. So we're going to go all the way around. I'm going clockwise. It doesn't matter which way you go, because we'll go both ways. So all the way around. All the way around one way. And then all the way around the other way. Good, really move that back, move that waist. Remember those hula hoop days. So I'm arching right back. So good movement. Nikki, really move that back, move that ball into a big circle. And then come back to center, little rock side to side. Draw yourself up, pop your hands behind you, push those hands away. And try to lift your hands up. So you're lifting them up and opening those shoulders, opening up that chest. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then you can bend at the hip. So I'm bending forward, taking my tummy onto my thighs and lifting those arms up high. Let your head go down. Big breath in, opening up those shoulders. Big breath out. So now gravity's helping our arms pull rather than us working against gravity. Lower the arms down onto your back, sit yourself back up, let go of your hands, pop them on your lap and roll your shoulders. Put your right hand on your left knee, left hand behind. Pick yourself up and turn around to the right. And then come back to center. The other hand on the other knee. Lifting up off the back hand, pushing the body nice and tall and turning yourself. Big breath in. And just turn yourself within the parameters of your rotation. Okay, coming back to center. Okay, we're going to roll forwards onto the ball, laying onto it on our back and open up our chest. So rolling forwards. Get it so that your head is on the ball. So my head's at about 1 o'clock on the ball. Breastbone's at 12 o'clock. And I'm just going to gently rock forwards and backwards. Push the head down, push the bum down. Lower the head to the floor, lower the bum to the floor. And you can make that rock bigger and bigger as you feel comfortable. So that you end up straightening those knees and stretching all the way through your tummy. So you lengthen your legs. And then I've got my arms, my hands are just at my shoulders. So I can reach my hands over my head, pushing them away from my toes, but I've still got my knees bent, that's fine, don't worry. And if you don't want to take your hands all the way over, that's also fine. Just reaching as far as you feel comfortable. Big breath in. Fill those lungs up and breathe out. If you feel it in your lower back, push your lower back into the ball a bit. Okay, bend the knees, lower the bum, bring the hands back over your chest and take the arms out like a scarecrow. So my breastbone is at 12 o'clock now, it's on the top of the ball. Push those fingers away from you. Breathing in, push those fingers down to the floor. Let that stretch. Try and pull the back of the arms into the ball. Now we can do angel wings. We can slide the arms up above our head, and then we can glide them back around towards our waist. So we're just moving the humerus, the upper arm bone in that shoulder joint. Just moving forwards and backwards, up and down. Opening up that chest. Okay, keep those arms out straight. Actually, bring your arms onto your waist, hands onto your hips. Squeeze with the bum and lift that pelvis up. And then allow the vertebrae to stretch one at a time all the way down as you lower your bum back around the ball. Clench and peel your bum up. Lifting up high, resting that head on the ball, putting those shoulders back and down. And then ease one vertebra at a time, lowering the back around the ball. So your back is wrapping around the ball. Clench the bum, peel your back away from the ball. Hold it up high. Lower back down again. And notice where your feet are. Are they parallel? Clench and lift. Are your knees hip distance apart? Just wiggle them around so that you're balanced. Clench your bum and hold it up high. Take those hands all the way up over your face. Lower your hands to the right. Roll the ball a bit to the left. Coming onto my right shoulder on the ball. Bring the hands back up to the center, keeping the thumb clenched. Lower those hands over to the other side, to the left. Bring them back to center. So I'm only going to 45 degrees with my hands. Just a little rotation of this upper back. Back to center. Rolling over the other way. Back to center. Rolling over. So if you've got a sore lower back, just go gently on this. Don't go too far. You can still do it, but you don't need to, just don't go so far. If you want to challenge yourself, you can take your arms all the way around to horizontal. Opening that rib cage. Using that glute to support. Come back to the center. Keep those hips up. Bring those hands back on your waist. Lower your bum down so you wrap around the ball. Peel yourself off as you clench your bum and lift. Hold yourself high. Lower yourself down around the ball. Clench and peel and lift yourself up. Good. Lifting, we'll just do a small bit of balance here. So we've got the weight in both heels. Lift those balls of the feet, toes a little soft off the floor. Going to put the weight on the left leg, left heel, and then just lift that right heel up. So my toes are still on the floor. I'm weighting that right leg though. Lower that right heel down. Lift that right heel up. Lower that right heel down. Lift that right heel up. Lower that down, and let's do the left heel. So the toes are soft on the right foot. Lift that left heel up. Keep those glutes clenched. Keep the bum high. Lower that left heel down. Lift that left heel up. Lower that left heel down. Lift that left heel up. Lower it down. Lift the right heel up. Weight on the left foot. Push yourself, lengthen your body so you lengthen your head away from your knee. And try to lift that right foot off the ground. Hop it back down. Lift that right heel up. Lift that right foot off the ground. And put it down. Lift that right heel up. Lift it off the ground. And put it down. Clench the bum, lift that back up so it's horizontal again, and then lower the back and wrap it all the way around the ball. Clench the bum, peel that back away from the ball. Got my hands on my hips. Weight through the right heel, lift that left heel up. Lower that left heel down. Lift that left heel up. And then rotate the weight onto the right foot and lift that left foot up off the floor. And lower it back down. Lift that left foot up off the floor. And lower it down. Clench with the bum, lift the left foot up. take it off the floor and lower it down. Lower that back all the way around the board again. Lengthen, pushing the head away from the tailbone. Take the arms up into the sky. Straighten those legs. Take those hands all the way over your head and push your toes away from your fingers. Reaching and stretching. Big breath in. Big breath out. Push those hands away from your toes. If you don't want the hands on the floor, that's fine. Just go within your parameters. Bring those hands back onto your waist. Bend the knees. Walk the feet a little closer to the ball so your knees are bent. And then pick your head up off the ball and walk your feet towards the ball and sit yourself up. Sit yourself up. Good, okay. Small circles with the ball. Small circles. Small circles to the left. We're going to stretch the hip out now. Small circles the other way. Okay, stretch that right leg out straight. Point those toes. Turn the breastbone towards the knee and slide your hands down this leg. Reaching down, stretching the hamstrings in the back of the knee. Trying to stay in neutral spine, so my back is trying to be straight. I push my tailbone out behind me, pushing my breastbone down towards my knee, pushing my knee down, pushing the thigh here against the ball. Pull the toes towards me, push the toes away, pull the toes towards, take the chest down further with those toes towards. Put my left hand on my left knee, keep my right hand on my right knee and turn my body, looking over my left shoulder, pushing my bum behind me. And then bring that right hand to the left foot, looking down to the floor and just turning. So we stretch the outside of that lower back. Walk my hand back towards this right leg, keeping those toes up, and then take those hands the outside of this leg. Eyes to the floor. Point the toe. Swing the arms all the way around with the toe pointed. Notice how much easier that is. Come around to the outside. Come back to center. Pull the toes up. Push those toes away. Check they're aligned. Middle toe, middle of the ankle, middle shin, middle of the knee. So keep my sole of my foot on the floor, clench my bum and turn my knee out. Big toe stays down. Correct that alignment. Pull that toe up. Push it away. Okay, sit yourself up tall. Bring that foot in. Take the other leg out. Other left leg out straight. Turn the breastbone towards the knee. Slide the hands down the leg, pushing this knee down into the ball, the back of my thighs and the ball. My toes are pointed. Pull those toes up. Push those toes away. Bend at the hip. Try to bend at your hip, Sandra. So you're bending at your hip, not at your waist. Pull those toes up. Push away. So there's a tendency when we have a sore lower back to stay vertical in the back of the hip here. We need to still be able to bend and flex at the hip joint. Pull the toes up, hold them up. Take my right hand onto my right knee. Left hand stays on my left leg. Turn my shoulders around and look over that right shoulder. Stretching the back. Bring this left hand towards the right leg. Look down to the ground. Take the right hand to the floor as well and push the ball over to the left, stretching the outside of my lower back. Walk my hands all the way over this leg to the other side and feel the stretch down the outside of the leg. Keep the toe pointed. Now toe towards the nose. Now point the toe away and feel how the calf stretch goes. Walk those hands all the way around again. So become aware of all the positions you need your body in order to stretch it. Come back to center. facing down this leg. Put the sole of your foot on the floor. Check the alignment, middle of the toes, middle of the ankle, middle of the shin, middle of the knee. If your knee is in, clench the bum and roll the knee out and see how the arch lifts of your foot when you do that. It's providing you keep your ball of your foot on the floor. Walk your hands back up this leg. Come side saddle on the ball. So I've got my right leg behind, left leg in front, facing down the long side of my mat. I'm going to tuck my bottom under. So remember, we've got the throat, breastbone, tummy button, crutch in a vertical line. Tucking my bottom under, feeling the stretch in the front of this back leg. Glide the body forward a little bit to increase the stretch. Now I'm going to pull this knee forward into the ball, so I tense the front of that leg. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Take this right hand all the way up over the head. Release the tension and push my arm up into the sky. Push my pelvis forward a bit. And release that and feel the stretch all the way down this right hand side. Got my left hand supporting myself on the ball if I need. Pushing, reaching. And release that arm. Turn yourself to center. Around to the front. So I've got my feet parallel. I'm going to take my breastbone and my tummy down towards the ball. So I put my hands on either knee. Lean my body forward so my back comes straight. Hands go on the floor. Knees are bent. I'm going to slide those legs away and straighten my legs. Slide those legs away. And if I walk forwards on the floor, I slide, the bum comes around the front edge of the ball a bit. And it lowers my crutch to the floor. Walk the hands to the left leg. Bend that left knee a little bit and feel the stretch increase in the right leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Pull those shoulders down and back. Walk the hands to the center. Take them over to the right leg. Bend that right leg a little bit and straighten that left leg. Feel the stretch down the inside of this left leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring your hands back to center. Try to extend both legs straight. Try to really take your head away from your tailbone. As you push your tailbone backwards, you'll increase that stretch through the inner thigh. This is a really good way of stretching before you do the clam exercise. Let those legs slide further apart if they can. Okay, walk your hands towards the ball. Walk your feet in and push yourself back up onto the top of the ball. Pop your hands on your legs and lift yourself back up. Turn yourself around the other way. So we've got the right foot in front, left leg behind. Remember the alignment, so tuck the bottom under. Crunch, tummy button, breastbone, nose are all vertically in a line. Feeling the stretch in the front of this back hip. I'm going to pull that back knee forwards, pulling it into the edge of the ball, but creating a static contraction. Breathing in, I've got my right hand on the back edge of the ball, just supporting myself, shoulders are back, heads up, breastbone up. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Try to get the shoulders back and try to get your chest back so it's nice and straight. Try not to let yourself have your tummy button pushing forward so that you're really stretching in this hip. Okay, take this left arm up into the sky, release the tension in that back leg, push that arm up high, stretch all the way through this left side. My left arm's coming slightly over my head and I'm reaching my fingers away from my shoulder, shoulder away from hip, hip away from knee, knee away from foot. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring that arm back and come back around. Okay, let's come against, take the ball so that your feet are against something. If you you don't want to do these tummy exercises on the ball, do them lying down on your back on the floor. So sitting on the edge of the ball, front edge of the ball. So perched on the edge of it, about 2 o'clock, roll my shoulders back. So we had a bit of sore necks last week, so make sure that when you lay back, you engage your neck, pull your chin towards your chest. Try to keep your neck straight, but it's safer to have it tucked in a bit rather than out and then straining. Okay, so roll those shoulders back. So we're going to start off by rolling back onto the ball. So we're going to tuck the pelvis under and just lower one vertebra at a time onto the ball, bending the knee, bringing the ball under the shoulder. So if you want to keep your chin towards your chest, that's fine. If you want to let your head go out straight, that's fine too. Keep your arms on your tummy. Bring that chin into the chest and roll yourself back up. So we're rolling ourselves down into flat. We're just going to horizontal, not extending. Tuck the pelvis under, rolling all the way down to flat. Hold ourselves here. Lengthen the head from the tailbone if we can. Breathe in. On the out breath, chin into the chest and roll yourself all the way back up. Sitting up tall, breathing in. On the out breath, rolling all the way down. Holding myself horizontal. I've got my hands on my tummy. Lengthen my head from my tailbone. Bring those hands straight up above your chest. Take the hands towards your knees, chin into the chest, roll yourself up. Keep your arms horizontal to the floor. Breathing in, on the out breath, tuck under, roll down, bring those arms up above your chest. Breathing in, on the out breath, hands up, roll up to sitting. Breathing in, on the out breath, tuck under with the tailbone, roll all the way down, hold yourself here, push those fingers to the sky, lengthen your body. If you want to keep your chin tucked in, you can. Roll yourself all the way back up again. Breathing in on the out breath. So at the top here, my bum is at 2 o'clock on the ball. And as I go down, my bum comes hanging off the ball slightly and I get the ball under my shoulders. So there's a bit more support and not hanging off it so much. Chin into the chest, bring those fingers up. Breathing in. On the out breath, going down to horizontal. So if you want to stay hanging off the ball more, you can. Don't go mad though. Right, hands all the way over the head. So this adds to the strain. Tummy engaged. Bring those arms straight up. Chin into the chest. Roll yourself up. Push your back into the ball to keep yourself straight. Breathing in. On the out breath, curling all the way down. All the way down. The majority of the ball's under my bottom ribs. Fingers are above me. Take those fingers all over my head. Add to the challenge. Pull those shoulders down and back. Hold them here if you can. Bring them back up. Chin into the chest. Sit up. So that is challenging on the neck. It's challenging on the arms and on the tummy. Breathing in. On the out breath. 3 more. Rolling down to horizontal. Hand comes over the head. Bring them over. Push those fingers away from the knees. Nice and straight. Bring those hands back up. All the way back up to sitting. 2 more. Breathing in. On the out breath, curling all the way down. Hands are above you. Bring those hands over your head. Push them away. Lengthening. Bring those arms up to the sky. Curling all the way back up to sitting. And 1 more. Curling all the way down. Take those arms over the head. Bring those arms back up. And sitting all the way back up. Turn yourself onto your left-hand side. Let's give our neck a bit of a break. Turn ourselves onto the left. So make sure the ball is under your hip. Fingers on the shoulders. Lowering over the ball. And lift. Lowering over the ball. And lift. Fingers are on my shoulders. Lowering over the ball. And lift. Straighten that top arm. Bring that top arm all the way over. Stay here and have a stretch. So I'm reaching that top arm away, getting a stretch, pushing them. It's my right arm pushing away from my right foot. Bring that right arm to the sky. Clench the tummy and lift yourself up. Lower yourself down. Arms in the sky. Bring that arm all the way over your head, pushing it horizontal to the floor. Bring the arm to the sky, clench the tummy, lift. If this is too hard, take the arm towards the wall. Bring yourself down here, arms vertical. Take it all the way over the head, horizontal to the floor. If you want an easier version, bring the arm all the way up. Point it to your feet, clench your tummy and lift. Lower yourself down, arms to the sky. Bring it all the way over your head. If you want a harder version, keep it here. Clench and lift. Come all the way down, arm to the sky. Bring it over your head. Bring it back up and bring yourself up. Good. One more. All the way over. Reaching. If you're feeling it in your lower back, make it easier with your arm. Point it at your feet and lift. Turn over onto the other side. Turning over on the other side. Getting the ball under the hip. So stability comes with the ball. If you drew a line from the ball perpendicular to the wall, it's in the middle of your feet. Fingers on the shoulder. Lowering down. Lifting up. So we do just 3 to wake ourselves up. Lowering down. Lift ourselves up. Lowering down. Lift ourselves up. Take the top arm away. Lowering down, top arm's in the sky, left arm in the sky. Bring that left arm over the head. Take that left arm to the floor. Push that left hand away from that left leg, stretching that left side. Breathing in, using the opportunity to stretch that side again. Great way to stretch the side. So if you're lying on the floor, you can take both hands to the left-hand side of the mat, both feet to the left, and then change. Bring that left arm up to the sky, point it at your feet, clench your tummy, lift yourself back up. Taking yourself down, arm to the sky, bring the arm horizontal, reaching, arm to the sky, lifting back up. Down, arms in the sky, take it to horizontal, take it to the sky, bring yourself back up. Lowering down again, reaching over the head. Now try to hold it here. Bring yourself up with the arm there. Taking yourself down, arm to the sky. Take it over the head. Drawing in, lifting yourself back up. 3 more. Down, push the arm over. You can put the arm wherever you want to challenge you. Bring it back. Take the arm over. Draw yourself back up. Last one, bringing over, push the arm away, bringing it back up, and then lift. Turn around onto your back again, so you're sitting on the ball. Okay, we're just going to do the one where we lower down and extend over the ball. So this time we're going to go down straight. So we're going to be up tall, arms here, pull the ball towards the wall. And I want you to lower your body down straight, arms are in the air. Allow yourself to open over the ball. Head goes down on the edge of the ball. If you want, you can take your arms over, but if you're better off keeping to the sky to start with. Breathing in, chin into the chest, curling yourself all the way back up to sitting. Hands are horizontal. Laying down straight. Laying down straight. Extend over the ball. If you want, take those hands over the head for more of a stretch. Then bring those hands up to the sky. Chin into the chest. Roll yourself back up. Take yourself down straight. You have to tuck the tummy a little bit because you've got to keep that spine in neutral. Hands are vertical. Allow yourself to release over the ball. Take those arms over the head. If you want, bring yourself back up with your arms here. Breathing in, clench the tummy, lift and curl all the way back up. If you want to bring your arms over first, you can. If you want to do this on the floor, if it's too much, we just do 3 more and then we're going to lay on that tummy. Sitting up tall, tuck under with the bottom, laying down to flat, hands straight up in the air, opening yourself over the ball. Take those arms over your head. Breathing in on the out breath, curling all the way back up. 2 more. Laying down straight, hands in the air, opening around the ball. Bring those arms over your head. Push those fingers away. Bring those hands back up as you curl back up or before. 1 more. Lowering down to flat. Extend over the ball. Take the arms away from you. Bring the head up, chin into the chest, and sit yourself back up. Good. Okay, sitting on the ball, just a little move side to side. Little circle left, little circle right, and loosen that lower back. Okay, we're going to go on to our tummy. So we're going to do the back extension on the ball. If you don't want to do it on the ball, you can do it lying on the floor on your tummy. Push the ball down under your hips. So back extension, we're not loading up the hands on the floor. We've got our feet against the wall and the ball's under the hip. Or you lie on your tummy, clench your bum, lengthen your legs with your arms in that pitchfork position. So hands in prayer if you're on the ball, and just let yourself be hanging over the ball. Let yourself hang all the way down, head to the floor so that you have a stretch in that back. Now bring yourself back up by clenching your bum and lengthening your head away from your toes. So you're in a neutral spine position. Little fingers are touching the floor. Bring those fingers apart, hands away. So we bring those arms up like they're wings. Bring the hands back together. So my body is horizontal to the floor. My core's engaged, my glutes are engaged, my thighs and hamstrings are tight. Bring those arms apart. Bring those arms together. Breathing out, separate the arms. Breathing in, bring them back. Breathing out, separate the arms. Breathing in, bring them back. Breathing out, separate. Breathe in, bring them back. Breathe out, separate. Breathe in, bring them back. Breathe out, separate, hold them here. Lift that torso up by pushing your bum into the floor. Sorry, pubic bone into bum, into the hip flexors into the ball, lengthen the body. Pulse those arms up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down to the ground, to horizontal. Breathing in. Breathing out. Arms come wide. Clench the bum, push the pubic bone into the ball. Pulse those arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the body, lower the arms back down. Relax around the ball. Bring yourself back up to horizontal, clenching the bum. Bring those arms out wide. Lift that body up. Yep, so we're straight. Pulse those arms up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down. Last one. Clench the bum, draw the core in. Take the arms out wide. Lift that body up, pulse the arms up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Okay, come away from the ball, or come off the ball. We're going to lie on the floor on our back. So we're going to do glutes by doing it through bridging as opposed to laying over the ball and lifting the legs up. Just for a few sore wrists today. So, having the ball on the floor, feet on the ball, and this should be fine for lower backs. So feet are on the ball, calves are on the ball, body's on the floor. Roll the shoulders up to the ears into the floor, slide them down. Lengthen those legs out so they're straight. So you can have the ball closer to your knee for more stability, or further away for more wobbliness and challenge. So breathing in on the out breath, curl that tailbone up to the sky, lifting yourself up off the floor, clenching with that bum. Breathing in, breathe out, lower your body 1 vertebra at a time, all the way back down to the ground, and then arch that back. Breathing in on the out breath, curl that tailbone up, lifting all the way up onto the ball, feet on the ball, hips in the sky, breathing in. Breathing out, lowering all the way back down to the floor. Arch the back at the bottom, breathing in on the out breath. Curling all the way back up. Lifting, push those fingers away. Holding yourself up high, breathing in on the out breath. Curling one vertebra at a time, all the way back down to the ground. Arch the back at the bottom, breathing in on the out breath, lifting all the way back up to here. Hold yourself, clench with your bum if you want to put your hands on your bottom. Clench with your bum and just check that you're pushing into those hip flexors. Roll the ball a bit left, roll the ball a bit right. So it's only moving a few feet left and right. Roll the ball left, stay there. So the left foot's on top of the ball. Lift that right leg up. Lift that right leg up, hold it there. Hold it here. Bend that right knee. Straighten it again. Bend it again. Straighten it. Lower it down onto the ball. Roll the ball to the left. Roll it right. Roll it across and have the right leg on the top of the ball. Lift that left leg up. Hold it there. Push those fingers down towards the ball. Bend that left leg. Check that you've got your foot straight. Straighten that left leg. Check the right leg's aligned. Bend that left leg. Keep those hips up. Straighten that left leg. Lower it down to the ball. Lower the back down to the floor. Bend the knees. Feet flat on the ball. And just lift that tailbone up and release. So we're just loosening that lower back. Lift that tailbone up and release. Lift that tailbone up and release. Put the ball between your feet. Ball between your feet. Lift the ball straight up over your head. Soften your knees. Touch that ball on the floor. Keep those shoulders back and down. Lift that ball back up. Touch that ball back down. If this is too much on your tummy, you can just do it without the ball in your feet. Do alternate legs. Lift that ball back up. Touch that ball back down. Lift that ball back up, holding it up in the sky. So grab your ball again. If you let go of it, rotate the ball to the right. Rotate it left. Keep those shoulders back and down. Rotate the ball right. Rotate the ball left. Rotate the ball right. Rotate it left. Back to center. Bend the knees. Put the ball on the floor. Put the ball on the floor. Take your feet away from you. Hands on your thighs. Chin into your chest. Roll yourself up to sitting. Roll yourself up to sitting. Take hold of the ball. Bring your knees so they're parallel, feet are parallel, soles of the feet on the ground. Rest the ball on the knees. Bring the breastbone all the way up, sitting up on that front bottom. Lift the ball off your knees. Turn and put it on the floor on the right. Lift it back up. Tilt your chest up. Turn and put it down on the left. So if you've gone to bring the knee back up. So when you've had some physio or chiro on your back, or you're sore, you've got to still even more remember correct posture. Don't nurse it and go back into bad habits. So breastbone up in this position, sitting on those seat bones with the middle bottom dropping to the floor, ball up in front, turn the body, touch the ball down, straight back. Lift up, turn the body, touch the ball down to this side. Bring it back up. If you want to make it harder, lean back. Turn the body, come back up, turn the body, come back up. Chest, chin up, turn the body, come back up, turn the body, come back up. Turning once more, back up, turning once more, come back up. Legs out straight, roll the body, ball down to your feet. Give yourself a stretch. Come back up to straight. Pop the ball on the right hand side. Take the left hand on the top of the ball. Right hand on the floor behind. Push the ball away. Use that ball to give yourself a back stretch. Make sure your spine is straight. So straight doesn't necessarily mean vertical. You can be leaning, just keep the spine in column. Because the lean comes from the hip. Bring the ball back, pop it on your knees. Hands on the top, roll it forward. So we just go into forward and back straightness. Bring the ball back up. Pop it on the floor on the right hand side, hand on the top, left hand behind. So my spine is in neutral. I'm leaning back a little bit because my hip's open. I can be straight up vertically if I want. And then I push this ball away. I get a stretch through my ribs, through my lower back. Push the ball as I feel comfortable. Get a shoulder stretch. And then bring it back in. Bend the knees up. Okay, bend the knees up, holding the ball softly, curling down to the floor. Curling down to the floor. Breathing in at the bottom, chin into the chest, curling all the way back. Take hold of the ball, push it up into the sky. Bring the ball back down to the knees, lowering down to the ground. Breathing in on the out breath, rolling all the way back up. Push that ball up into the sky. Well done. Good. Pop the ball down on your knees. Push those heels in the floor, lowering down to the ground. One more time with this. Breathing in at the bottom, chin into the chest, rolling yourself up, pushing that ball up into the sky. Good. Bring the ball back down, take the legs apart, pop the ball on the floor in between your legs. Push your legs apart, push your knees straight, pull the toes up towards you. Ankles are flexed, roll the ball forward. Roll the ball forward, lean on the ball, stretch on the ball, stretch with the ball, point those toes. Breathing in, roll the ball to the right foot, toes are still pointed. Flex the feet. Point the toes, roll the ball to the left foot, the other foot. Flex the feet. Point the toes, bring the ball back to center. Sit yourself back up, bring your legs back to the middle. Rest the ball on the shin bone. Pop your hands on the floor behind your back. Push your chest up and forward, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Breathing in, breathing out, squeeze the shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out. Push yourself up onto your middle bottom. Take your arms all the way wide into the sky. Push those hands up high. Look up after them with your eyes. Push those knees into the floor. Get yourself to stay vertical. Bring your arms out wide. And another big circle with those arms. Pushing up, push that breastbone forward. Eyes up, breathing in, breathing out. Arms come all the way wide. Hands on your thighs and roll your shoulders. Well done. I don't know what's happening to my clock, but it's going so fast at the moment.